Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Prep Your Standard NATO. Today's guest is a local up-and-coming country music star, Miss Sally Jane. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So you're 16, right?
Yes, or 17 in 14
now.
Days. I'm excited.
Okay, all right, big numbers coming up. Here we go. And you're already quite accomplished as a country music singer.
Yeah, so I went to Tamworth last year to do the Academy of Country Music, and I graduated from that. And then since then, I went to Tamworth this year in January as well.
Wow, okay, so we're actually going to start seeing your name popping up in like lists and albums coming out, and next thing you know, you're going to be our next Keith Urban export.
Hopefully, yeah.
Fingers crossed for you. But you don't just do the country music, you're also part of the 10th Light Horse Memorial Troop?
Yeah, so I joined that last year with my horse Ellie, and so we got all the uniform and everything now, and I rode her for my first parade this year in Fremantle on Anzac Day, which is pretty cool.
Wonderful. So why did you join up with them?
Because Dad was in the Navy for a long time, so I've always been interested in our Australian war history, and then putting the horse side of things, because I ride as well, put it together, and yeah, just joined.
Why not? Grab all the elements, get it together, and have a really great time.
Exactly.
But it wasn't just the parade that you were a part of. You also sang the national anthem at our dawn service, didn't you? Yeah,
in Kings Park. That was such an honour, but it was very nerve-wracking as well. Make sure I knew the words and everything, didn't stuff up.
Yeah, fair enough. Very important song.
Yes.
Well, we've got a lot of great feedback about you singing, so congratulations on that one.
Thank you.
How did it feel to sing out like that?
I felt very important for a few minutes when I was singing, and it was such an honour, and seeing everyone out there and all the respect that everyone had on Anzac Day as well. It was a great atmosphere.
Oh, wonderful. Now, your debut single.
Yes.
How did that come about?
So since joining the Light Horse, I wrote a song about the 100th anniversary of the Charge of the Light Horse at Beersheba. Going to the Academy, Alan Caswell helped me finish off the song, because I've been trying to write it for about 6-7 months. Mm-hmm. And he finally helped me finish it off, and then I got to record it in a local startup studio in Oakford, and they helped me, and we sent it to Sydney to be mastered, and we had to wait for Midnight Oil's album to be finished, and then they could do my song.
Midnight Oil.
But yeah, so they mastered it and brought it back, and Dad took the photos, so the album or the single cover is my saddle and my guitar and our haystack as well, and then the rifle as well, which is pretty exciting.
Fantastic. So,
yeah.
Do you plan on writing any more songs about the military?
I'd like to. Yeah, I wrote a song about Hamel, the Battle of Hamel as well, so hoping to record that soon too.
Fantastic. Have you ever thought maybe about writing some of your experiences as a Navy brat?
No.
I reckon there'd be a song in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Navy brat myself, and as you'd know, we'd probably have quite a different upbringing to a lot of people.
Yeah. It's very strict.
Yes, it can be. I'm going to assume that you probably learnt how to fire a rifle. I did as well.
Yeah, I do the state tetrathlon, so last year I had to learn how to shoot a gun, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it can be a bit fun, can it? Oh, great. So, I definitely think you should maybe look at a few songs about that, because I think you've got an audience for that.
That'd be cool.
So what drew you to country music?
Going on long trips up north and down south with Mum and Dad on a Land Cruiser bench seat, and we've always played country music, and I don't really like the pop stuff as much because most of it's auto-tuned, so it's kind of fake, whereas my voice is real, so I guess it's really catchy as well.
Fair enough. I'm having flashbacks to my childhood right now, but it wasn't country music, it was In Excess and AC/DC. Alright, so what's next for you then? What are you planning on going from here?
At the moment, I'm focusing on finishing school. I'm nearly finished year 11, then 12 and done. Mm-hmm. But I normally go around to like the pubs and things like that, which Dad loves. But yeah, just finishing school, focusing slowly on building up my music and keeping up with horses as a relaxing thing as well. Hopefully I'll be on the big stage one day.
I'm sure we'll see you on the big stage pretty soon. So you sound like you're really busy.
I am, yeah.
How are you handling all this with school on top of it?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Lots of goal setting and sticking to a timetable and a plan, and writing jobs list of what I need to do before I can sit down and have a bath at night. And yeah.
Now, I'd say if you came from an army background, that would make sense, but I know that the Navy has its own timetables, so
Yeah.
you didn't get those skills from Dad, did you?
No, as long as I make my bed in the morning, everything should be good the rest of the day.
Great, fabulous. Is there any stories about, singing or performing or going out with your horse and the troop that you'd like to share?
Well, I first started playing the guitar when I was 12, and it was only because Dad had been nagging Mum to get a guitar since he was little, and he never learnt it until we bought him one, and then he still never played it, so I just stole it from him. And my parents used to politely tell me to be quiet and send me to the back of the paddock so I could practice my singing, and only since last year my voice developed, and here we are now.
Yeah, here we are performing on Anzac Day and for all that different stuff. Hey, maybe one day you'll get to perform for the troops too, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's always been a dream of mine, to go overseas somewhere and perform for the people that fought for our country.
Fantastic. So what is it like being a Navy brat and doing all this? Is there a really strong connection there?
Yeah, I think me and Dad are pretty close, especially when I write songs about war and our history as well. It brings a tear to his eyes sometimes. Try not to make him cry, but
that's the best part, isn't it?
No, I feel really honoured that I get to do things and share stories that most people probably won't know.
Fantastic. It's great to see someone so young really passionate about our military history and wanting to share it with everyone.
Thank you, yeah. I love it.
Great. So where can people find you?
I have Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. You can head to all those pages at Sally Jane Music and give me a like or a follow and see my journey through Tamworth and see all the songs that I've performed and things like that, and all my events as well that are coming up.
And she's got a lot of events coming up, guys, so make sure you check it out because she's a very busy girl and you've got to see her before she starts charging you $100 a ticket. Thank you so much for coming and having this chat.
No, thank you for having me. It's been great.
All right. This podcast was edited, published and produced by the RSLWA. Head to www.rslwa.org.au for other content. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast and follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook.